Welcome to NuVuw's 3D design tool. In this short tutorial, I'll explain how you can actually create a room, see it in 3D, add windows and doors, as well as add some furniture. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a project, and I'm showing this screen here. I will then go over to rooms, and I will select the quick start room by pulling in a room here. You can see the dimensions of the room, of the walls. You can also see the square meterage, and you can also see the description that you can select from here to decide what that room will be. For now, we'll keep it as a kitchen. I can adjust this also by just clicking the wall and adjusting the size and the shape of that room. I can move it around the screen. Once I have that, I'm able to actually see that in a 3D mode, and again, it's just a simple box. If I wish to add another room, I've got two choices. I can either go back to the rooms and drag another room in. I can also drag it to the other object and clicks into place. The alternative to that is that I can actually just click on the box that I've got and copy it, dragging it next to each other, and you saw that it clicked into place. If I want to change the shape of a room, I can literally click a wall and I can select the break wall button here. I'm using the grid here to give me an indicator of where I want that to be. And then by just literally dragging that wall there, I can change the shape of it. The next thing I want to be able to do is to change the floor. By selecting the paintbrush, I can select the floor, and I'll just change what the layout and finish of that floor is. Over this one, I'll keep to the same. To add windows, simply go to the Construction, Windows, and Casement Window section and drag in a window. It snaps into place. You can ignore this unless you want to put in lintels or end stops. And now, by putting it back into 3D, I can immediately see I now have a window. Again, I'm able to change the colors or the finish if I choose to, but we'll leave it as it is for the moment. To drag the room around, literally just hold your cursor down on the object and drag it around so you can see the various finishes to the room. Putting it back into 2 dimensions, I can now say I'd want to add a door. So I go to Doors and I will select an internal door. The first door I want is here. I'll just select a door, drop it in. Again, I can ignore the lintels and other items that are used to calculate materials. Putting it into a 3-dimensional mode, I can now see I have a door in the building. If I wish, I can change the finish of that door. To one that's actually suited to my particular taste. By going back into 2 dimensions, you can see that it's changed the color here. The next thing I want to do is I want to go and add some furniture. So just in this instance, keep it really simple. I'm going to add a dining set, and I'll bring this into this main room here. I may actually want to add a kitchen. So if I go back to the kitchens, I can actually select from the kitchens, either ranges of kitchens, or I can just pull in a sample kitchen in here. Again, based on the dimensions of the room, you're able to adjust the size of the kitchen or adjust the size of the room. In this case, we know that the room is 3 meters wide, so I'm going to change that to 3 meters. You can do this at the bottom of the screen. Putting that in place. Now if I put it back into 3D and zoom back out, I can see I have a kitchen in that room. I can change the colors of the kitchen if I wish, setting it back to certain colors. You can see I've just changed the worktops. If I wish to change the cabinets or certain elements within the cabinetry, I can change it here. And then if I want to change the actual physical cabinets, I can choose any color I wish. By clicking on the color code here, I can choose a variety of colors to give me a finish to the kitchen that I would prefer. The best way to visualize some of these items is actually to get it into a mode where you can actually hide the walls. We've already seen the splitting walls. We've seen the paintbrush so we can color things. By hiding a wall, it means I can get a good view into that particular room. By doing this, I now have a view straight into that room. If I want to change the color of that wall, I can literally either choose from a design, which you can see is being reflected here. I can choose bricks if it is bricks. I can even choose my own texture if I chose to. We'll cover the textures in a separate tutorial. Again, select the wall, hide that wall, and again, you're able now to visualize the kitchen from a different angle. You can hide all of the walls as you need to. To make those walls visible again, you literally just click on the space and show the wall again. Click on the space and show the wall, and it reappears. If you want to change the exterior wall, you can change it this way. And again, as I say, you can use actually your own textures to finish the wall, and we'll cover that. Selecting rooms will enable you to pull a room into the screen, of which you can then change the dimensions, the shape, and the size. You're able to go to construction to select windows, doors, and other structural elements that you want to add to your property. By selecting the category, you're able to furnish it with furniture, add lighting, and even do landscaping should you need to. Thanks for watching this tutorial.